Hi everybody, my name is Rogue What Ifs here with another video. Bet you're wondering, the the thing that I named this video is called Ruby ReZero Dawn. What is that supposed to mean? Well, what does it sound like? It's ReZero Dawn mixed with Ruby. Now, also X Fantasy Universe, so yeah. The Ruby universe is going to be changed a lot because of this, and it's an idea that I came up with for a long time. I just didn't have how much of a foothold on the story than I do now. The reason why I chose specifically ReZero Dawn because it works well with the fantasy stuff, because it works well with basically the world has ended and there are new people in the world with new abilities, which is Ruby. If you know, the Ruby lore and the ReZero lore are quite similar. Both the planet ended once and new people started appearing on the planet with different abilities, or even with different animals. The Grimm, obviously, robotic robot animals, yeah, and an extinction event that is basically approaching them, which is Salem and robotic robots that knows how to corrupt other robots. Yeah. Yep, everything is good, yeah. Now, obviously, how did this occur? How can I make this ReZero Dawn's universe, X Fantasy universe, X Ruby universe work? First, I have to strip the entire lore of Ruby and give it my own lore. So, number one, fantasy universe. We need elves, we need dwarves, we need gods, we need devils, we need vampires, we need werewolves, we need unnatural things to be happening to the world. Check. That's the first thing. So magic and supernatural things are happening constantly. Secondly, we need the end of the world to start when every single piece of humanity is advanced. Flying cars, hover skateboards, you name it. Big skyscrapers heading up to the stars. You name it. Well, it's funny, they didn't even start space travel yet, but yeah. Also, magic. That's also another thing that I'm gonna need to mention. Magic, everyone will be able to use this for now, but after the extinction event, everyone won't be able to use it. Now let's begin. How did the extinction event begin? It began with Oscar. No, it began with Osborn, not Oscar. Osborn. Obviously, we know how the Ruby lore went. It was Salem who asked the goddess of creation to bring back Osborn, or her husband. The goddess of creation didn't want to and told her to let him go. She got pissed with the god of creation and went to the goddess of destruction, his brother, to bring him back. The god of destruction obliged and brought back her husband. The god of creation came by and yeah, they had a small fight. And then he told the god, his brother, that she came to him first and he denied her. He stated, "Oh, forgive me, brother. I did not know about that." And then destroyed, obviously, him again. She gets pissed, basically. She gets pissed and, how can I say it? She curses the gods. The gods, basically, in their anger of the treason that she done, cursed her with infinite life, and then she turned all humanity on the gods, and the gods destroyed the planet. Then brought the planet back again with Osborn, giving him a mission. If he is not to, basically, they will return when the four artifacts, or if all four artifacts unite, they will return to this planet. And if the planet of humanity are not working together to basically fight Salem or fight the Grimm, they will destroy everything again. So yeah, that's the law that basically of Ruby you needed to know. Gonna make this different. So let's start with the goddesses. The goddesses obviously create the planet. Instead of the brother creating just humans, he creates more than just humans. He creates dwarves, other things. His brother getting jealous of his little brother getting jealous of his big brother creates something more darker. Creates monsters to destroy these different races. These monsters being fantasy monsters such as goblins, orcs, and whatnot. These monsters do not work as he creates something a bit more powerful. Devils. Or demons. His brother, big brother, asking to stop this madness and stop trying basically to destroy everything, doesn't listen, and he retaliates by making something. Actually, his brother doesn't listen. His brother doesn't listen. Obviously, the years go on. The Grimm aren't doing so good, so the monsters aren't doing so good, so he creates something to back them up. Grimm. The Grimm start basically being an extinction event until technology is introduced and the form of dust starts being used. Dust. Now dust works the same way in the way of Ruby. It's used for technology advancements. It can be used for electricity. It's used like fuel, but it also acts like coal or gunpowder. It acts like an unstable coal source and it acts like gunpowder. So yeah, that's only the difference. So you can augment your attacks, obviously the same thing. You can use magic with dust. Yeah, but really that just increased the power of light of basically these things that his brother has made. So life goes on, it continues going on, and Osborn is born, a technology genius. Osborn changes the world of technology completely, creating a futuristic fantasy world, and he also creates a weapon. A weapon that can fight against other people and Grimm at the same time. A weapon that can also multiply and use plants to fuel itself. Also using alchemy to manufacture an infinite amount of dust. And iron. If you're wondering where he's getting the iron and dust from, he's using energy itself. So machine consumes plant, plant turns into energy. Energy can either be used to fuel the machine, make iron, or make dust. And infinite amount of robots. This machine can also manufacture different types of robots as foot soldiers. Also is able to recycle, so that's another thing. Now we've covered all our basics and the extinction event that's about to happen. Osborn's wife, Salem, Osborn's wife, Osborn's wife, Salem, basically releases this robot against Osborn's orders because Osborn wants to destroy the robot that he made, and she wants it to be sold and give them big bank. She sells it to a human. She sells it to the human government, which does a test run. It malfunctioned, and now the world is about to end. There we go. The robot malfunctions, turns against all life itself, and now the world's about to end. See, now we have a foothold on the story. So, about the artifacts, I'll speak about that later. So yeah, now we have the lore behind what the universe that I'll be using. Now this is just going to end up like Zero Dawn. So Osborn, the technological genius, discovers that nothing on planet Earth will live ever again except for Grimm, monsters, and that's it. Grimm and the monsters like goblins, orcs, and such force. So he devises a plan to save all life itself. by number one, creating manufacturing plants that are made by AI, or basically not made by nature but made by robotic assistances. So manufactured plants, after the extinction event goes through and every life is extinct, there's going to be like manufactured plants are going to start appearing because of what he done. Also, a new type of Grim is going to exist, anti-Grim. Anti-Grim is just going to work as Grim, but they'll have another fixture. They have elemental abilities. And they might have they might also be able to use semblances if they want. They won't be able to use magic though. Yes, there's going to be artificial humans, artificial elves, artificial dwarves. Because they are artificial, they will not be able to use magic. But they do have another ability, semblances. Or should I say, artificial abilities that is given to them at random. These are randomly generated abilities that is given to that because they are artificial beings. These are random abilities that is given to them that uses mana. So yeah, these abilities work like semblances. So yes, they get the aura shield. It's not called the aura shield, it's called something else. Yes, they get the abilities of semblances, such as like, I guess when you take a hit you store energy and you can send that energy back twice as hard. So yeah, all the same thing still exists from Ruby. Um, Also, the robots or the AI robots that exist in Zero Dawn is also going to exist here. Their one task is to destroy, or how can I say it? The robots' one task is to, number one, live like normal animals. Number two, keep the life on this planet basically thriving. And number three, most importantly, kill all Grim and monsters they come across. No, just kill all Grim, not all monsters. Kill all Grim that they come across. So, yeah, if a human attacks them, then they will attack back. But if Grim are attacking humans, they will attack the Grim. But they will also attack humans as well. Because, yeah, that's how it was in the games. Um, what else? You get passive robots, you get carnivore robots. Carnivore robots act like carnivores, so they will attack anything. Passive robots, they can attack if you provoke them. Yeah, Anti-Grim acts like basically passive robots. They only hunt down Grim, and they only hunt down Grim, and most importantly, they will attack basically humans if they are provoked. So if a human attacks them, they will attack back. So yeah, we have established the world of Ruby X Zero Rise of Dawn. We have established this new universe now. Now, yes, there will be a main character. This character from will be from the basically other world that existed. And yes, the moon will be split in half. Why? Because there was a holy war, I guess, on planet Earth. And yeah, and it split the moon in half. Or there was a war between the god of destruction and god of creation, and their war split the moon into pieces, I guess. So yeah, everything is still the same, except we have Rise of Dawn, Zero Rise of Dawn stuff in here now. So yes, machines are programmed to use magic, and our main character that we'll be following will be able to use magic. I'm just stating this is not part 0, this is only world building. Or should I say world building? This is not part 0, this is world building. I'll get part 0 later, but this is only world building of what I want to do and what I think would be cool. A lot of complicated things I should go over, but I'll do that another time. So, see you guys in the next episode, which will not be during this week. Might be on the weekends, but not during this week. I have school. If you're wondering why am I not at school, I'm sick. So yeah. See you guys later, and this is Rogue Assassin, or Rogue What Ifs, that's old name. Rogue What Ifs out. Bye. Rise of